Okay, so we've got this problem, and it wants us to find the missing pieces. So I'm going to draw my triangle right here. Alrighty, I'm going to let this be angle big A, this be angle big B, this be angle big C. Then I have little c, little a, little b. All right. All right. So they gave me that big A is 114.5. All right. They told me that little b is 21 and little c is 36. All right. So here we kind of have an issue because I don't know another angle, so I can't figure out the angles of the triangle. I don't know angle or side A, so I can't use the law of sines because I don't have both of them. So whenever I can't use the law of sines, I have to use the law of cosines. All right. I'm kind of zoom out just a little bit. Now, the law of cosines lets me find one side if I have everything else that I need. So side B, we have, boom. Side C, we have, and we have big A. So I can find little a. All right, so I'm going to use that. This says a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus bc cosine of big A. All right. Now, once I get side little a, I'm going to switch back and use law of sines because law of sines, it's cleaner, it's easier, it's a lot less likely for me to lose a sign or something than if I was using law of cosines because law of cosines can kind of get a little um like I don't know the word, but like kind of messy sometimes. So I'm going to plug in what I've got. So a squared equals b is 21 squared plus c is 36 squared minus 21 times 36 times cosine of my angle A, which is 114.5. Ready? Now I just plug it in the calculator and take my square root. All right, whenever I plug this in the calculator, I'm going to have 21 squared plus 36 squared minus 21 times 36 times cosine of 114, oh, excuse me, 114.5. And whenever I do that, I get 2050. So I get 2050.50809. And I need to take the square root. So I take the square root of that, and I'm going to get little a is equal to 45.282536. Alrighty. Now that I know little a and I know big A, I can start using law of sines. Right? So sine of big A over little a is equal to sine of big B over little b is equal to sine of big C over little c. Alrighty. So sine of 114.5 over my little a, I'm not going to write it all out, it's just right there. Sine of 114.5 over my little a is equal to, I'm going to find big B next. All right. Over little b, which we said was 21. I'm going to multiply by 21 on both sides. And I'm going to get, whenever I plug this in the calculator, I get 21 times sine of 114.5 divided by my side little a. I get 0.421999037 is equal to sine of big B. All right. Now that I have sine of big B, I can take sine inverse of both sides. Sine inverse of this decimal 0.421999037 is equal to sine inverse of sine of B. which is just going to give me back B. So whenever I do sine inverse of that, I get big B is equal to 24.9608. I'm going to round off and say 6. All right. Now that I have big B and I already know what my big A is, I can find out my big C by remembering that A plus B plus C is equal to 180, where these are the angles of a triangle. So big B plus big C is 139.40. Wait, 46086 plus C is equal to 180. Then I'm going to subtract that from 180. And I'm going to get my big C is equal to 40.539 1405. All right. All right. So those are my answers. And it wants you to round to 3 decimal places. So you'd have to round to 3 decimal places as you need to. This would be 283. This would be 961. This would be 539. These are degrees. And then that would be my final answers.